Hi everybody, my name is Alexia Simone and I started vlogging because I wanted to encourage myself and others in this place that the Lord has me. I am currently preparing to move to North Carolina, but I wanted to take you all on the journey with me so that I can see that God is faithful and that we can all understand that even though He may give us a direction or a directive, it may not always flow the way we want it to, but He's doing whatever He wants to do in the process. So I'm excited to take you guys along my journey with me. And I want to back up and give you all some backstory. So originally, earlier this year, I really wanted to move out of state. I've always known that it was a part of the purpose that God has for me to move out of state, but I was really ready to go ahead and just move. And I had become a little antsy about it, was looking around at different opportunities, and the Lord spoke to me. And He told me, He was like, listen, it doesn't matter where you go. Nothing will stop you from getting to the destiny that I have for you. And when He said that, I really just sat and I was just at peace. Like, I understood once again that nothing could prevent me from the things that God had for me. And I was able to just kind of relax. And I told God, okay, if you want me to stay in Texas a little bit longer, I'll stay here. I'm okay with here. So I recall putting in my 60-day notice on my apartment. I wasn't thinking about moving out of state. I was just literally going to go get a nicer apartment here. And after I put my 60-day notice in, like the day after, my job calls a meeting and they tell us, hey, we're gonna have to surplus people, which means we're gonna have to remove you off of this campus and place you at a different campus. Now, the Lord had already been speaking to me about coming out of the classroom, so I already in my mind knew that this was gonna be my last year of teaching. But to hear that news was solidifying for me because I knew that my assignment and my purpose was in the place that He currently had me assigned. So I kind of waited for a couple of days, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my notice telling them I'm not gonna sign a contract for next year. So I submitted my letter of resignation to my principal on a Thursday. You know, I was great, full of peace, excited, you know. Then Friday came and it was the weekend and I had time to like really sit in my decision. I was like, sis, you ain't gonna have no job. You tripping, you need some money. Like, go ahead and tell them folks that you gonna renege on that. Like, you gonna say you was just playing. You was just playing, okay? So I get back to work on Monday. And that thought is still in my head when my principal calls me into his office and he's like, hey, just take it as confirmation. You were the person that I was going to have to surplus from our campus. So I was like, okay. I guess, you know, Lord, this is where you want me. So I wasn't worried. I wasn't nervous. I just was going to trust that there was going to be a plan in place and had already kind of given myself placeholders that I could do just in case, you know, I got a little scared. And I woke up, I think, a couple days after that, and the Lord said, North Carolina. I was like, what? I mean, I know I heard what He said, but it was kind of far-fetched a little bit at that moment because I had never been to North Carolina, didn't know nobody from North Carolina, don't know what's in North Carolina. But after He said North Carolina, He continued to confirm North Carolina. I know it was about 20 times. The last time I heard God say North Carolina was, I was driving to work, still battling with if He said North Carolina, and I'm just really in prayer, just sitting up here really in prayer, asking the Lord just for Him to show me, like, Lord, is this really what you have for me? I am literally mid-prayer and a car passes by me and they have North Carolina license plates. So in that moment I said, okay, Lord, I'm not going to question you anymore. I'm just going to be obedient to what you're telling me in this place. So I go visit North Carolina and I love it. I mean, even if I didn't love it though, yeah, I knew I had to be there. So loving it is not evidence of me wanting to go, but it just solidified my desire to go. So I want to just take you guys on this journey because this is a new place and it's a place of faith. And I know that sometimes if anyone's anything like me, when the Lord tells us to do something, I want it to flow perfectly. I want it to flow smoothly. I don't want there to be any hiccups. I don't want the enemy to try to come in and do anything stupid. Like, I don't want any of that. But that's not the truth. the truth is that there's process within the place that he's leading us. And so I want to take you guys along my process so that I can see that he's faithful, or I can see what he's doing and you can see it with me. And I'll be honest and transparent in my journey. Right now in the part of the journey that I'm in, we know I'm unemployed, right? But I thought my part of my journey would have been, oh God, I'm gonna find a job first and then I'll get an apartment. But it wasn't quite working out like that. It wasn't happening. And so I finally just sat and I said, okay, God, what do you want me to do first? Maybe my plan for your plan is not working. Woke up. He liked to communicate a lot of stuff when I wake up. Woke up and he said, look for an apartment. Look for an apartment. Got approved for an apartment. But guess what we still don't have right now? A job. And I'm not going to say we don't have a job. We're just in between jobs, okay? But I know that he is faithful, and I know that he's revealing himself to me over and over, and that he's showing me that he can do things that are contrary to what we normally see. So if you would like to be a part of my journey, of course you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Alexia Simone channel, or you can follow me on Instagram, Alexia_Simone, or you can find me on Facebook, Alexia Simone. And I am going to document this journey, and I'm going to be transparent because I want to encourage others who may have hit a stumbling block or a pause in their journey, that he is still faithful and he is still working and he is still moving. See you guys in the next video.